Sitting in my room, waiting for the afternoon so I can finally tune in with my friends. Talk about good times, music, laughs, and easy vibes. You can share whatever's on your mind. 'Cause we're just misfits, regardless of your distance. You can always find a place called home on Misfits Radio.
A couple of months. Well, no, it's been about a month or so since we've been on Sundays at 3.
Has it been that long?
It's been a few months.
It ain't been a few months.
Been a few months. But this is not a Westside Misfits show. This is going to be a test run for Kay Speaks. We're going to talk to Kay about some stuff because you all always get information from people who haven't really been dating or haven't really been in the dating scene. Kay was previously dating. She's not dating anymore from what I understand. But it's been close enough to where she can give her insights on how she thinks the dating scene has been.
Well, I'm still dating somebody, so that's still dating.
But you're not dating
other people. Like I'm trying to find somebody to date.
Right.
Okay.
You're not trying to find someone to be in a relationship with.
Okay.
And you still...
But still dating one person is still a struggle.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, well, we could talk about that too. I thought the purpose of dating was to find that one person.
So dating terminology is you're dating to figure out if that person work for you, to see if y'all compatible, to be aligned. Once you find somebody that you want to say you with that one person, y'all gonna try to see like a little bit more of each other. You still bringing baggage and bringing trauma along. So you have to figure out how much baggage and bullshit are theirs and how much baggage or bullshit of yours do each other want to deal with.
Okay, so it's still dating, even though you have someone. You're just trying to figure out.
Yeah, we're just now
stay with that someone.
Right.
Is that am I right?
Yeah.
So you just trying to figure out if you want to stay with that someone.
Right.
Most of the time, and if
we align and like if we could see us building the future together, do we see like I guess eventually could we live together? Could we just be one-on-one? Like are we gonna be always completely off of the wheel, the hamster wheel as I call it, of looking for somebody else? You gonna put the thingy up?
Yeah, I am. So let me ask you a question though. Go ahead, Rich. Let me put this up.
So you're still dating per se. I would say you're not dating multiple people, because even when you're looking for somebody, you're still dating. You're just dating multiple people. So now I'm only dating one person.
Okay. And like you said that dating the one person is difficult.
Yeah, dating the one person is difficult.
Is it difficult because you haven't dated one person in a while, or is it difficult because just trying to learn somebody's ins and outs is difficult in itself?
I'm gonna say both.
Okay.
It's both.
Yeah. See, I've never since I've been divorced, I've never really wanted to get into the dating scene. I just don't think it's conducive to your mental health. It's just. You know, when I got married, I was young, so we kind of learned each other as we grew up. You know what I'm saying? We've always talked about that. We were young, so we grew up together, you can say. We grew up in this thing together, so it was a little bit different. But when you already have a person who's already full grown, who already set in their ways, kind of, sort of.
It's even more difficult.
It's even more difficult.
Yeah.
You know, you always have a vision of how you think things should be, and how you want your relationship to be, and bringing somebody into that, and then they have their own vision of what they think a relationship should be, creates a lot of, I guess that could create a lot of conflict.
Yeah, and for me, it creates even more conflict because I'm a huge overthinker.
Okay.
So I overthink the now, the present, and the future.
Okay.
I overthink everything, and I've always been that way. So it's just not in relationships. I'm like a complete overthinker with anxiety and a whole lot of shit that go on along with that. So I overthink the relationship. Like, I could think of some shit and it'd be like, where the fuck you come? Like, he was like, how you get there? Like, how did you even get to that thought process?
Okay.
So for me, because I'm an overthinker, it makes it even harder for me.
Okay.
So it's just by chance that he want to continue to deal with my bullshit that he's still there.
I get it, and I'm an overthinker too. Don't get it wrong. I understand the overthinking part, and I think a lot of people don't. A lot of people say, "Well, don't bring your baggage to new relationships," but I don't think that.
You can't.
I think that your learned experiences, you're gonna carry it with you, because you knew what you didn't want in that relationship,
right?
And if somebody shows signs of that same shit in this new relationship,
you be like, fuck
are you supposed to look over it because you don't want to bring that back? I mean, like, what do you think? Are you supposed to go? Well, I know that happened in the last relationship, but maybe this person's gonna be different.
So for me, what I've learned is, it may feel like it's that duck, but it really ain't that duck. But because it feels like it's the duck, I'm gonna make it fucking quack.
Okay, I'm with you.
So it may not necessarily been what happened, but because I'm overthinking it,
right.
I'm like, oh, this is what's finna go down. So I don't want to deal with this. But it may not even be that, but because of what I've seen and what I've been through, anything that looked like a sprinkle of some salt or sugar, that looked like it's finna be that, oh, I'm not it.
Yeah,
Which I believe has been the hardest thing for me to actually settle down and date one person, because I was going through them.
Yeah, at one point you were going through them, but not in a bad way. Don't think she was out here just being coochie friendly. She was just dating folks.
I wasn't coochie friendly.
I don't want people getting misconstrued that you was out here just throwing.
Because a lot of people do think that. Like, they think if you dated a lot of people that you slept with all of them, and that's not necessarily true. I've been on a lot of first and second dates, and that's all they were.
Yeah. See, like me, I would think you'd be lying about it, because I'm overthinking. I'm like, this motherfucker lying. She probably slept with most of them motherfuckers she would date back. You know what I'm saying? I would think that, because I'm an overthinker. So I was like, man, that's some bullshit. She lying like hell, because you don't expect the person to tell you 100% of the truth. I've learned, and because I used to just tell the truth. I just tell the truth. Because I've never had nothing to hide.
Right.
But over time, I've learned that telling the truth, like 100% of the truth, may not be what's up.
So,
and people might not be telling you the 100% truth.
So for me and him, we tell the truth, whether we like it or don't like it. We be completely honest with each other. Some of his truths, I wish I didn't fucking hear.
All right.
And some of my truths, he probably wish he didn't fucking hear.
Right.
But we tell each other the truth. Again, which...
The 100% truth or 95.9% of the truth.
I'm at 100. He's at 95.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 100. He's at 95.
Because,
and the reason why I say he's at 95, because he don't want to hear my mouth when he tell 100. So he gonna go all the way up to where he really got to hear my mouth, and then he'll back it off.
So what's some of the misconceptions with dating that a lot of people get? With social media and the internet and all that shit, a lot of people get dating misconstrued as a terrible place to be. Like, they think that and as somebody who's experienced over the last couple of years, who's been on dates, who's done this firsthand, what are some of the misconceptions that you think, like, that ain't true, or that's true, or that's not true, but this is true?
I would say, like, they had this whole thing where a man knows he's supposed to be committed to you and only you within the first 90 days or 2 months or some shit, and you need to be married within a year. Like, that shit is not, it's people that's doing it, granted.
Right.
But that shit is not realistic. And you don't really know that person. Like, I would say about 6 months should be typical of, like, if you want to know if y'all want to try to date exclusively. And then it takes another 6 months to see how much of the baggage you didn't show me the first 6 months, because I consider that the honeymoon phase.
Because have you dated somebody, like, for 90 days and found out some shit like, oh, I ain't finna deal with this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always had a 90-day rule, but I didn't let them know I had a 90-day rule. on the 91st day they got the fuck on. And they didn't know why. And I was just like, be done with them.
Right.
Because within 90 days, you could kind of see a lot of the... people can't have that facade that they carry when you first meet them. They can't carry you for 90 days.
Right.
9 times in the 10, people are not them who they are when you first meet them through 90 days. It's up to you to pay attention and see what's happening.
Right.
A lot of times, I can say you have a lot of women that just want to be in relationships or want to have, they don't
want to be alone.
I don't even necessarily say they don't want to be alone. They don't want people to think they're alone.
Okay.
So they don't want people to think they can't get a man.
Right.
They want to live this facade.
Okay.
A lot of people do. And I don't give a fuck. And I don't care if you think I'm alone. I don't care if you think I'm with somebody. I don't personally care. I love me. And I think that kind of what boils it down to. Like, I don't have the care what other people think of me.
Right.
Which has always been a struggle of mine, I think, because I don't care.
Like, this is something that you, like, how your don't caring, has it come about after your divorce, or has it, like, because that, you know, I've always been the type of person.
No, I've never cared.
Right, okay. Well, see, I've never cared either, but I've cared, like, when I had my children and my wife, I cared how people viewed them in light of me. You get what I'm saying? Like, my kids had to dress and be clean. My wife, I could look like anything. As far as how you care about me, but I always thought that my children and my wife was a reflection of me. So if they look good and they feel good and they're you know what I'm saying, they're doing their thing, I feel like the light on me would be just as bright. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't necessarily caring how they felt about me. It was more caring of, I guess you could say it's a byproduct of that, but it was more caring and making sure that they were good, so nobody would look negatively on them. But that just was a roll down. You know, shit rolls downhill. It rolls downhill to me. It makes
so
me.
I never cared, like, for even with my kids and stuff, I just wanted them to be good people, like good human beings. I didn't give a damn what they went out the house looking like. My son, he, like, before this nappy head thing became a thing, that's what he did.
But he grown now.
No, but he was doing it before, like, before they made the sponges and everybody was doing it. That was his thing. My ex-husband used to lose his shit about it. For me, I never cared. Because I'm like, that's how you want to be? Like, I don't have to live with that. That's what you got to live with. As long as they didn't get locked up and they live to see another day. That's all that's all I care about. But I think I got the not caring from being a younger person. So growing up, people talking about me being dark skinned, me being, because, you know, back when I was growing up, thick girls wasn't it. It was the thing.
In Georgia?
Yeah, it was.
It was the thing in fucking Chicago.
No, I know in Chicago it was, because when I used to go up there,
we seek them out like like missiles. We trying to find the thick ones all day. So in Georgia it might not be a thing, but in Chicago, shit.
I know it was a thing in Chicago, because every time I went up there to visit,
you was a platter. If I would have seen, I'm like, oh shit, where she come from?
But here, it wasn't a thing. Everybody wanted the small, short, petite girls. I was always tall. I've always been thick. So I didn't get comfortable with being thick until I was in my senior year of high school. I used to cover up and dress like a boy because I didn't want anybody talking about me, because I had a booty and I had boobs and none of that. But so because of that, I had to learn how not to care. So by the time I hit my senior year, I ain't give a fuck no more. And that went, and I'm at 48 years old and I still don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and I get that. You know, me coming from a little bit less fortunate family as far as just, you know, being able to buy certain things and have certain things that a lot of kids in my neighborhood had. I didn't necessarily not care, but I was good at the comebacks. So, you know, if like we call it joning, if you gonna join me, you damn sure better know that it's coming. I'm coming. I got proficient at that.
Right.
I'm very good at spotting things that I'm gonna talk about people. Even today, I'm 55 years old. I can look at a person and wait for them to say some foul shit, and I'm gonna say some real foul shit because I know how to do that. Just you walk in the room, I'm already spotting what's wrong with you.
Right.
So I get what you're saying about that. You just grow. You just have a thing to where it's a protection thing. It's a form of protection. That's how you protect yourself. I don't give a fuck about what they say. So in your relationships and then dating, has that had a problem?
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, we've talked many times about relationships. We've had many conversations, not necessarily on K Speaks, but on other shows. We've had many conversations about your nonchalant attitude when it comes to dating.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Especially the whole, and we'll get to it. We'll talk, I'm going to mention it now, but especially the whole, I'm in the club and you walk in the club shit and we ain't speaking to each other, but we fucking. Hell no. You gonna come over here and sit right the fuck next to me, and I'm gonna come sit right the fuck next to you, and we gonna have a conversation.
Yeah.
That.
So the guy I'm talking to now, he called me out on my nonchalantness. Mm-hmm. He calls me out on it all the time. And I didn't realize how bad I was. I know we talked about it on the show, but I was real bad at it. And I'm petty as hell. Mm-hmm. So, like, I ain't gonna say I'm joning, but like how you say, you can say some shit to me and I'm gonna say some slick shit back to you. Like, it comes off just like that. And I don't even have time to think about it, but I guess it's like how you were saying, you watch and pick up on shit as you see it, and it's already there. Right. So.
Yeah. And over all your relationships, do you think that has been the problem? Like, that has been one of your main problems? Because to me, nonchalant, like, I've run into like we've had a lot of people down here, and a lot of women that's been down here has been from Atlanta. And I think it's an Atlanta thing, because a lot of the women that's been down has the same nonchalant ass attitude. Like, it is what it is. And I'm like, that's not how a relationship's supposed to work. That's what I'm thinking. You know.
I would say nonchalantness was one of them, but I didn't care.
Well, that's all a part of it.
Yeah, so I guess, so that's been my biggest thing previously. I didn't care.
And have you found that when you were dating, that men who say, oh, I don't give a fuck, actually do give a fuck?
Yeah.
Because I think that a lot of times men try to give the attitude. Now, this is just my opinion. I'm not speaking for all men. I think that we care a lot more than we put on to.
Yeah, I do. But if y'all vocalize it to your one partner that you care, then I think that would make a difference. But when you come off like you don't give a damn, guess who finna outbeat you? Right. I'm finna out give a damn you.
Right. And I get that.
So
but at the same time, like we say, it may be a defense mechanism that we have.
Right.
A lot of men don't want to be seen as lame or weak, so they're gonna put up a facade of a stronger individual than they necessarily are, just because they don't want to turn you off to be like, this is a sensitive ass nigga.
But I can say it's a lot of women that would get turned off by a sensitive ass nigga. So it's kind of like you got to pick your battles, because sometimes they may have thought they could be vulnerable and say some shit with somebody, and then they throw it back in their face. Or they was like, that's why you such and such, because that type shit.
Right.
It is, I ain't gonna even lie, it's a lot of women that are like that. I could say 80% of the black women, I ain't gonna say black, colored women of color, is like, are like, women of color are like that.
Black no more.
I'm because I didn't want to just isolate it to us.
Okay.
So women of color, because I've seen other women of color do it.
Okay.
So women of color do that, and I believe a lot of time it's from what they seen or how they grew up, and it's more so from women that grew up in single mom households. I ain't got no statistics to back that shit up, but if you even look on social media, so like I'm in a lot of dating app sites on Facebook. Okay. And just looking at the comments that women have said, I'm like, how did y'all get here? Like, And then they get mad at the men when even I've tried to, like, that don't make sense what you saying.
Right.
They, like...
Tear you apart.
You're right. And I'm like, and then the men be defending it like what I said, like that what she said made sense. They tear them apart. So that's why I say it's a lot of women out here that are like that. And they have this delusion of what relationships are.
Yeah, they have a fantasy of what relationships are.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times, most men when they go into relationships don't go in there to fuck them up, and they don't go into a relationship to
They don't go into a relationship, but they go into dating. It's two different things.
Okay, well, so the relationship is different. So they don't go into relationships to fuck them up, but they'll fuck up a date.
They'll fuck up a date. They will fuck up a date.
Give me an example of somebody fucking up a date.
So like I went out with a guy. We went
long time ago. Long time ago. Because she's in a relationship now. I mean, she's dating someone now, but long time ago.
I went out on a date with somebody. We went to an activity spot.
Okay.
He didn't buy shit outside of the activity. He ain't buy no drinks. He ain't buy no food. He ain't buy shit. And I'm thinking, if you don't even buy you a drink, because I had got there before him, so I had already bought my drink.
Right.
And so he gave me $20 and like, here, nigga, you didn't even ask me what the bill was that I spent. How the fuck did, like, no.
Right.
I'm like, the $20 ain't hit on shit.
Okay.
Like, at all. But I wasn't being funny. I was just being honest because the thoughtful process that on other dates that I have been on, if I got there before them, they were like, go ahead and give me her tab, and I'll go ahead and pay it out.
Right.
Not give me $20 and think that shit finna hit. And then I pay attention. You ain't bought you nothing to drink. You ain't bought you nothing to eat. Nigga, you can't afford the date.
So would you have respected him if he said, look, I had to pay a couple of bills. I ain't got as much money as I thought, but I really wanted to see you today, so I'm not going to be able to do a whole bunch.
Yes.
You would have respected.
Yeah.
See, a lot of women wouldn't have. A lot of women would have been like, oh, you broke ass. You know what I'm saying?
My thing was, I lost respect for you on the date.
Okay.
I wouldn't have lost respect for you because I didn't ask to go out on a date.
Right.
You asked me to go out on this date.
I get it.
So if you asked me to go out on a date.
He may have had money to cover the date when he asked you, but he didn't want to cancel after he did some stuff.
Reschedule. Bitch, reschedule.
But rescheduling might turn you off too.
What did turn me off was giving me $20.
You see how that bumping up against the house?
But it's different people.
Right.
So that's why I say dating and even being in a relationship with one person is challenging because what I accept and what I don't accept is different from what the next person will and won't.
Right.
So for me, you would have kept respect for me if you would have rescheduled a date. Mm-hmm. But to get on the date and you can't afford the date, nigga, bye.
See, and I think women don't realize how difficult it is for men
to date. I understand because I have a son, and me and my son talk about how much money he spends on dates. Mm-hmm. So I get it. I'm not that person that expects for you.
But you're one of...
Again, that's why I said
thousands.
Right.
Like, women don't realize how hard it is for men today. Not only financially, but mentally and physically, it's a difficult process.
And if you date more than one person,
right? Because our pockets got to be a certain way. Slick says, I don't like flashy ass talking about what they do or what they get, what they got. Lies 9 times out of 10.
Right.
But even without what Slick just said, it's still a difficult process for us as men today. Women, we talk about this all the time, Kay. Women, y'all can do whatever. As long as y'all got that nappy dug out, shit's gonna happen for you. I'm just shoot the messenger if you want to,
right.
But if you sit down and think about it to yourself, you know it's fucking true.
Right.
Us, it's a little bit more difficult because for one, we got to get past the whole conversation before we even get to the date. Fuck that. We got to get past the visual first before we even, you know what I'm saying, before we even get on a date. Because we all have our types, but I think women tighten up their types a little bit more for men than we do for you all. It's
so
just the
I
way
could
it
say
is.
this: if a woman like you, she ain't gonna give a damn what type you are.
But see, I'm gonna break it down for you like fractions. You got to get past the physical before you even know if you like that person. So if that person is not meeting your physical attributes before you're not gonna have a conversation to know if you like them or not because they haven't passed your visual test yet.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? People always say, I like a person for their mind, but you got to get past their physical first.
Yeah.
You got to get past their visual first before you get to their mind. You're not going to automatically know what a man's mind is about from across the room, and you're not going to go approach him if he's not physically up to what you think a man should look like or what you think you would want that man to be looking like.
And I'm going to take it a step further. If I don't like how you sound,
See, we got to get past the voice part now.
Yeah, my friends always pick at me. They was like, how do you not talk to a nigga because of how they sound? I was like, because I know I ain't going to want to hear that all the time.
High-pitched voice or something like that?
I don't know. Because you remember I told you I don't like dating people that has an accent. You remember?
Okay,
I don't like the accent.
You saying that.
And then just normal people, like if I don't like how your voice sounds, I can't deal with you.
But I get it.
And you could be handsome and you could be built.
But your voice is going
is
like a knife in your back.
Yep. Because I'm like, I'm not going to want to hear that for the rest of the time that I have on earth. Like, because I'm dating to settle down and be committed. So.
You're not going to want to hear that the rest of the time you got on earth. Jeez.
I'm not. So I have to be, and that's a lot of things. I would say people are not honest and they haven't dated enough to know what they like, what they don't like, what they want. Because people always say what they don't want, but people never know what they do want.
Right, and I am guilty. After I was married for so long, for 25 years, I actually had to sit back and say what did I like, because I didn't know. It was always kind of a conception of happy wife, happy life, right? That's the mental thing. That's how people present things. So it was always, for me, it was, what they wanted was paramount to what I wanted. What they needed was paramount to what I needed. So it was never a case of me, long as they was happy, I was good. So when I did get a divorce, I was like, shit, what do I like? You know what I'm saying? I know I was married to this one for 25 years, but I also grew up with her. So now that I'm not with her, what do I like? What kind of woman do I want to see? And I don't necessarily have a type. I just don't want, I guess my thing is, I just want somebody to be honest. And my hiccup is, as you know, I don't trust nobody.
So
I think a motherfucker lying so they say hello.
So, do you want somebody to be honest or do you want somebody to be transparent?
I want somebody to be honest and transparent.
Okay.
Because I know they're two separate things.
A lot of people don't.
I want them to be honest and if you tell me something and I'm going to store it, I'm guilty of it. I'm sorry. I'm going to store it. I
will too.
Because I want to make sure that you don't do me like you did that. You get what I'm saying? So I want to be honest. I mean, to the point to where, and this is something I had to learn. This is a learned experience. This is not something that just happened as soon as I got divorced. This is a learned experience. I would rather you tell me, look, we cool and all, but I really like this motherfucker over here more. And I think I want to fuck with him and be with him and whatever. I will respect that more. Don't bring me to a party that I don't want to attend.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Kick me out the party. You go over there and have fun with them so I can go find somebody to have a party with. You get what I'm saying? Don't make me a part of your party for 99% of the time, I'm not going to want to be a part of that party.
Right.
I've always been a one-person man. I grew up that way. So I've always been, I'm with you, we together, we going to do freaky shit, we going to do it together. If you bring us some freaky shit, I'm going to see what it's about and see if we could do it together. But there ain't going to be no separate freaky shit. There ain't going to be no separate relationships having, especially if I find out about it, because then I got to get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Then all this, we're investing in each other has gone down the drain. Just be honest with me. Just be honest and transparent. However that looks to you, you do it. I can't knock how your honesty and transparency, how you present it to me. I have a vision of it, but if you present it to me in a certain way, I have to respect that. Would I like it? No. If it's not what I think it should be. But can I respect you trying it? Yes. That's just how it is.
When you brought, I'm finna switch circles real quick and we're gonna come back. The freaky shit. Did you see they did a tour of Trapeze?
Yeah, I saw that.
I was so shocked that they did that. Like, Trapeze has been like
a secret.
Yes. Like, everybody knew it existed, but nobody knew what it looked like unless you partook in it.
Right, and see, the thing is, now it's gone. Now the mystery of it is gone. Social media fucks up everything.
I'm like, why did they do that?
They should have just left it a mystery. I don't think they should have ever opened up the doors to Trapeze like that.
And I never knew it was a bring your own bottle either. But I just thought that was something they should have. I'm like, you should have left it. Because it's been trapezing for over 50 years.
It's been trapeze since trapezing.
So I was like, is it because of everybody is more accepting of like that lifestyle now? Like, I don't understand why they open it up for you to see.
Yeah, because people who knew.
Right.
And they pass it on to people who didn't know to know.
Right.
So I don't think their numbers was down. I don't think do you think maybe the numbers was down?
I'm wondering that because it's open now. Like, what they were known for, everybody didn't partake in it.
Right.
Now you see everybody on social media, either in a poly relationship, a tri relationship, or a sexual. They in all the relationships now. So I wonder, is it become more open? Did people not think they needed that to partake in that lifestyle?
I think regardless of people being more accepting of it, I believe that they should not have toured that place on social media. I just think they should have just left it a mystery. And I tell you, you tell your friend, they tell a friend, and that's how the word spreads.
Right.
But open up them doors to billions of people on social media. Now you're going to have people going there that necessarily don't partake in the lifestyle, but want to be a part of, or want to try to film something, or you know what I'm saying. Now it's
like not, how the strip clubs are.
It's not as, how you put it, it's not as inviting as it would be now, because I could go in there and be incognito, and see, this is what's gonna happen. It's open up to the public now. They put it out there. You know, you have doctors, lawyers, judges, everybody going in that place because it was so mysterious. It was so closed off.
Yep.
You couldn't just walk in there, or you couldn't see what's going on. Now everybody's gonna want. Not a line gonna be around the building because everybody want to see what's going on in there. And if you wasn't in the lifestyle, you didn't know that it existed because nobody told you. Now everybody knows, and that's the saddest part about them opening up to trapeze like that. Slick says, when did the trapeze tour happen? It was on social media. I don't necessarily know when it happened.
But it's been floating around for the last week, so I want to say it must have happened recently.
Right.
Because it's been on social. I've started, the first time I seen it was Thursday. Mm-hmm. So I want to say it probably happened this week for it to hit so fast.
T the Great, you know I don't know how to say your name properly, but what to do?
Go up again.
All them numbers and letters, I can't get it together. You know I'm old.
Well, go up again for Slick.
Slick says, but what if we being honest? Don't store our old conversations to weaponize or use against me later.
I don't weaponize or use you against you, but I keep it in the backhand of what you did to see if that's the same bullshit that you finna do to me. I ain't gonna throw it up in your face, but I'm keeping track to see, oh, that's what you did. Oh, I see how you did that.
Right.
That just makes me know I need to take some steps back.
Right.
But I ain't gonna, I'm never the person that throw it back really up in your face. Mm-hmm. If we having a vulnerable type conversation, I ain't gonna throw it up in your face. Mm-hmm. But if we just having a regular conversation, you on some bullshit, like that's finna slap the fuck out of you.
Yeah, because I don't want you to present something to me that you telling me now that's not the case, but when it was the case before.
Right.
You know, if be honest, just be honest.
Yeah.
Don't try to change the whole scenario of the situations now and say, well, I'm not like that now. Well, fuck, you was like that for 40 years. What changed now? You know what I'm saying? Now I feel like you're lying to me. And then I'm gonna be like, this motherfucker lie every time she say hello, or every time that motherfucker say something, they lying.
Well, you think that anyway, so.
I do think that, and I'm trying to work on it, but it's very hard to do in this day and age of women because I feel like they could get over on you with anything that they could say. And anything they say, they get over on you.
I'm gonna say, for me, I became that way because of the men I dealt with.
Okay.
So they made me have that tainted view of relationship, and that could be a lot of women, and they don't want to admit to it. But for me, that's how, not only bringing it out of my marriage, then taking it along to the people that I have met, have dated, had a conversation with. Like, it's a lot of angry men out here. And I don't know if the angry men didn't like their mamas. They don't like their sister.
I don't think it's that way because, me and my mama's relationship was always volatile. It ain't that
but everybody ain't you. But
when I'm in a relationship, I love that person, and to my own fault. It's my own, it could be, I could love a person too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my fault. Like,
it's some niggas out here, some ninjas out here.
Because you've dated.
Yeah, it's some ninjas out here. They just
really,
they toxic, they chaotic, and they want somebody to be toxic and chaotic with them. Right.
Right. Okay, I get it.
In my previous days, I would have went toe to toe.
Right.
But now
you don't have the time.
I don't got the time. I don't got the energy. I don't want to deal with none of that. Like, I just don't.
So you just dismiss their ass.
Yeah, real quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah. I think a lot of times when we talk about dating, and that's why I want to have this conversation with you, because you have dated. You've been out there. You've been on the scene. Like you say, you're in the dating apps. Do you think social media has made it more toxic now?
Yes.
With all these opinions like we're doing right now? But
yeah. But again, a lot of the people that's giving advice, like I will always say, you got to skim it, pick out the good, and throw the rest of that shit away.
I don't think a person can give you marriage advice that's never been married.
And and some of them people have been married, but you have a lot of people that are single. So that's giving advice. Take Dr. Cheryl Bryant. Take this Cheyenne.
Okay.
The doctor that's not a doctor.
Okay.
They put the doctor in front of her name, but
she got one of them certificates.
She ain't got nothing. Damn certificate.
They gave them certificates out. Them honorary doctorate certificates.
She can't even produce where she got that from.
Okay.
Boy, bye.
I'm trying to help out.
Take her for instance.
Okay.
You have to take some of what she says and then throw the rest of it away. She was on, I forgot, she was on a podcast. No, she was on, they have a podcast now, but Torre, she was on his show. Okay. I don't know if you know who he is from BET shit.
I do know him. I don't know who he is.
But he used to be on commentary on BET back in the day when they were still black.
Right, because they not black no more.
So he was trying to make a point, and she went all over him. She damn near called him a pussy ass nigger.
Really?
Like, just imagine that tone, but she didn't call him that.
Right.
But she went in on him. And I was like, and people listened to her. But I also paid attention to when she was on Nick Cannon's show, when she was on Cam's show. Like, I've listened to her talk about people and talk about how men are. So again, that's why I say, and she has a lot of women that are following her because she is a black woman that came out the ghetto and was supposed to have been a doctor. So you have all these women now listening to you. So now you got to defend yourself because motherfuckers like, we can't find a degree.
Right.
Where you go to school? All of a sudden the school is closed and you couldn't get your transcripts. You graduated. Let me tell you what you can get. You can still get them transcripts. Or you can get a copy of your diploma because somebody got it. You don't even have a copy of your diploma. Like, I don't got all my diplomas, but I got my master's diploma.
Right.
I can't get a master's without going to college and get a bachelor's and a high school degree. So you telling me you don't have your PhD, your doctorate?
Well,
Not even the honorary doctorate? Because even Chris Brown just got his. You see him with his diploma. With the cap and... You ain't got no cap and gown pictures. You ain't got no picture you hold a diploma. You ain't got nothing.
Right.
And then you mad because the black people are calling you out on it. Because you got this following based off of you having a doctorate degree.
Right.
So, again, that's why I say social media has really been tainted. Like, she's supposed to have been engaged and proposed to like 4 times, but you never said I do.
Allegedly. Let's just say allegedly.
Allegedly. Because allegedly she's a doctor.
Allegedly she's a doctor.
Right.
Allegedly she can't find her diplomas. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know how people like to sue folks. So we gonna keep it gangster. Allegedly.
But between social media, you have everybody that wants to give advice, like you saying, that's not married.
Right.
Like, more so, I listen to more of the men that I listen to some of their stuff because more of the men are married. And I gain it from a man's point of view on how they look at women. Not necessarily how a relationship should go, but how men think. Because men and women, we do not think the same.
At all. At all. At all. None at all. Here go. Slick says, married people out here living single lives like it's okay.
They are.
Just be poly and keep it honest.
No.
Oh, Slick said, in our opinion. In our opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's the social media, reality TV, like, it's really messed up the dating. Because you have men, they be like, all women are like this.
And you have women.
That's all men are like this. And then you have men, like, when rest his soul, what's his name? I was finna say Kevin Gates. Not Kevin Gates. Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace. He would contradict his ass left and right. But you had a whole lot of men that liked what he said.
Right.
And then you had a whole bunch of women that would call the show to get talked about, which was the stupidest thing to me.
Right. I'm not going to call your show to get berated. I'm berated about you about how I look and how much money I make. Sorry.
Right. But they did it.
Right.
And you get mad when he do it. Then you hear the first 5 callers he did this to.
Yeah.
Like, so.
I think people have a skewed misconception of what a person who's considered high value looks like or what they act like. Because I've known many of millionaires. I've known many of them. I have yet to see one dressed more than in shorts and tennis shoes. I knew a guy who was worth $800 million. I talked to him every other day. But he wore a shirt and a t-shirt and dirty shoes.
So let me say this. I've known a couple too. People with money ain't gonna show they got money.
Right.
Us niggas.
Right.
I'm gonna call it what it is. Us niggas, not black people. Us niggas want to flaunt that we got $1.
Right.
But the millionaires, they may have a beautiful house, but some of them Some of them drive, like, they'll have some expensive cars.
In the garage.
Right. But
they go out with their wife on dates with.
Right. Like, but they ain't necessarily driving them like how you talking about them people with the vets.
Right. I got to follow up to that, too. But look, I knew a guy, and I told Slick this. He had to be worth like $8 or $9 million. Easily. This is just an estimate. He drove a raggedy 1973 Ford pickup truck that stank. But he was the one who showed me about flipping houses. He was the one who showed me how to rebuild and remodel, like all this remodeling stuff I know how to do. I learned from him. Because he was like, his hobby was woodworking. Okay. He had a whole woodworking shop in his basement. And I'm not talking about a $5 drill or a $50 drill. I'm talking about $10,000 woodworking equipment, $20,000 wood pressing machine over here. So he was worth a lot of money, but you would not know it by how he looked. Like, it was just...
And that's one of them things they always say, don't judge a book by its character.
Right, but people in relationships, people dating, people giving out advice does that.
Yeah.
They do it all the time. I'm going to tell you something. I drive a Versa. It's paid off, and right now it gets great gas mileage. You get what I'm saying? $4 gas, I can fill my car up for $30 and keep rolling. But I've had it where I was in traffic, and this old crazy ass lady comes zooming around traffic. Now, she got on a bonnet and pajamas, but she's in one of them Q45 trucks. And I shook my head like, why would you know how, have you ever been to College Park, downtown College Park, how they park? So they would park, so we stopping to let somebody bag out and go. She comes zooming around. So I'm shaking my head like, you could have caused accident because you on the other side of the street.
You don't know what's happening.
And she like, I drive my car the way I want to drive. You in that little bitty car. You in that little bitty car. I'm like, but you got your windows rolled down. So you obviously can't afford the gas. But I'm just saying, people, and I know I probably, and this is me judging that book by its cover. Get what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that I made probably 4 times more than she did. But she assumed just because I was in a Versa that I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I just don't know why people do that. Why is the visual such a big thing? And we're guilty. Men are guilty of it too. I don't want to put it on women.
I know even me being in work, people judge me before they know me.
Right.
Because I do not look my age. And I ain't gonna, like, people always say I don't act my age. I ain't never been this age before, so I don't know how I'm supposed to be acting.
How you supposed to act?
I don't know. So, I guess I'm supposed to be old and uptight. Shit, I don't know. But because I could have
They do know we different than our grandparents were, right?
A lot of people
Our
don't
grandparents were different than we were.
No,
our parents were different than we grew up in hip hop and all, so we're a little bit different.
So I could talk to a person that grew up in the projects and a homeless person, and I could talk to you if you got on a black tux and a suit.
Right.
I could talk to both of them, and I don't really have to code switch.
Right.
Like I do know how to code switch, but
it's not necessary if you know how to talk.
Right. And people get that misconception. And like I've had to tell some people, I ain't who I used to be, but I ain't who I am. I ain't forgot where I came from. And it was like, and then people I was like, y'all act worse than my kids. Like, I don't deal with this from my kids, so I ain't finna deal with this from y'all. And then they was like, what, some 5 and 6 year olds? I was like, nah, my kids in their 20s.
Right.
And then it was like they get this whole look in astonishment. Yeah, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm gonna need y'all to back down on this pipe y'all on.
Right.
And so that's why I say it's a lot of judging. People are very judgy, like little judgy boots. People are judgy boots.
Yeah, and that's why I tell people I don't necessarily. I sit back and watch. I always watch how people act around their friends, especially if I'm dating somebody. I always ask how they act around their family. I watch how their friends act around them. And then I store that information.
Right.
Because it's useful information to me. Because a lot of times, if you sit in the corner, you're not saying something like, I had an issue where when I used to hang out with Slick, people would say I was too quiet, that I was sneaky. But now that I talk and I say things to people after I get to know you, now I talk too much, now my mouth too smart. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's...
Yeah, so I was always the one that was a bitch.
Right.
Because, like, but people didn't realize I have social anxiety.
Oh, okay.
So with me having social anxiety, I don't like being in large social settings.
Right.
So I will go. Even when we did the things here, you notice I kind of just stuck with the people I know. Even when we do the offsite promotions and stuff, I stick with who I know, and I don't want to be bothered with nobody else.
Right.
I'm going to come, I'm going to participate, I'm going to show face. But I have a huge thing about a lot of people, especially a lot of people I don't know. So that comes off because I'm not really finna talk to you. I speak. I'm always polite. I'm going to say hey and bye.
That's it.
That's it. But because I'm like that, people are always like, you got an attitude, I'm a bitch. And it's not like that. I just...
Choose not to... Like, I'm not going to have a conversation with you if I don't know you.
But it's not even that I don't choose to.
Right. It's just how it is.
It's just how it is. And then, like...
I have the same problem. I'm not going... If I'm in a social setting, I tend to stick over here. And I'm not... I'm not a... What they call that person? I'm not extrovert. I'm not the person that's going to talk to everybody and be friendly and get to know you. I'm not that. I'm not him. That's not who I am. Right. And you would think you would be as me being a DJ, but behind the DJ booth, I have a wall up. Right. The DJ is, I don't have to worry about, the only person who's going to talk to me is the person that's paying me. You get what I'm saying? To do the DJing. But I'm not an open person. I'm not an open book. I'm not going to talk to you, especially if I don't know you. If I just met you, we're not going to have a conversation because I don't know if I'm ever going to see you again. So it's not going to be that bad. But when I used to, I do that, and people tend to judge me as, you know, either he's sneaky, or he an asshole, or he ain't friendly. And it's not that. I just don't know you.
Right.
What we going to talk about? What are we going to have a conversation about? There's nothing to have a conversation about. So, I don't know you. So there's
nothing. My best friend, she coined me correctly. She said I'm a non-social social butterfly.
Right.
She said you like to be in social places, you just don't want to be socializing.
If I'm coming here to watch the game, because I know you like sports, I'm watching the game. I don't want to talk to you while I'm watching the game, because I'm eating my wing, drink my beer, and I'm going to leave. We don't need to have a... And plus, my thing is, if I'm sitting somewhere having eating, I don't want you spitting over my food. I don't want to talk to you. I have that thing with strip clubs. I'm like, why am I going to a strip club to eat wings? Now I got all her glitter and shit all over my wings and shit.
You kill me when you say this.
All her juices from dancing on this other nigga all over my food and in my drink.
But you know that's not how it is, though.
But that's how I see it. Sorry, not sorry. When she put that glitter juice on her and she come dancing off the pole, Six says, I never met a stranger. Some people say I don't like speaking in public, but I can't work a room. Yeah, Slick is social.
So I could do better speaking in public than working a room. Like if I gotta do a public speaking or a speaking engagement, I'm good with that. Mm-hmm. Working a room,
right. And so how does that translate to dating though?
It's very hard. Mm. It's hard because again, like if I would have to say, like we would have to click from the beginning in order for me to want to continue to hold a conversation with you. If we can't click on hello, you ain't gonna make it too far. If you ask me out on a date, then I'll be like, all right, I'll go. But even then, I know the conversation is not gonna really move me. So, like, yeah, we have to kind of click on hello.
See, like me, like, I would never know if a person has an interest in me from just across the room, or because I'm not gonna approach you. I've talked to people in school that I went to school with, high school and grammar school. Be like, I used to have a crush on you in high school. I'm like, really? They were like, yeah, you never would say anything to me. Sounds about right. But I was social in high school. I mean, we used to have a lunchroom on tilt.
But that is
at my table.
But what you just said, that you would never let a woman know in public, that's how I got on dating sites. Oh. Like, I never wanted to be on dating apps. I like to meet people naturally in real life, in IRL as they call it. But because a lot of men are like that, and they don't want to in real life.
We don't want the public rejection.
Yes, and I've learned that. And then even on previous conversation, you remember Miss Mix-a-Lot was like, if she's out with her friends, she don't want you to approach her.
Right.
And then my question was always, well, when are they supposed to approach you? Because they ain't gonna see you again.
Right.
So you have that. So men, either one, don't want to approach you because they don't want the rejection. Two, a lot of women believe if you buy me a drink, you got to buy everybody I'm at the table with a drink. And that's two. Or three, people just don't have the gumption to even hold a conversation in public. So
don't want to be bothered.
No, they do want to be bothered, but they don't. I've been out. So, like, I go to a restaurant. I ain't gonna call their name because I'm not getting paid to promote that. But they have a happy hour. I go sit at the bar by myself, get me a drink and a hookah, and I watch the whole room. You be so surprised on how many men come in there looking for a woman, how many women come in there looking for a man, but they never talk to each other. Never talk to each other. Don't even be like, excuse me, just like I believe in the old school, like how they say drop the handkerchief.
Pick it up.
Yeah, just like, hey, excuse me, can you hand me the salt? Like, nothing. Nothing.
No.
But then you have the women that come in there looking like a thotty body, and then they mad because now all the men is trying to get them attention. Why you come in here looking like this if you didn't want the attention?
Yeah, that sends mixed signals.
That does. But then you have the population that was like, women should be able to wear what they want to wear. They shouldn't have to worry about. Bitch, no. If you come in here looking like this, you wanted the attention.
And then I'm going to approach you. Somebody's going to approach you.
The last time I went out, it was this chick. She was in the bar. She had her boobs done. She had a crop top on. The crop top was cut all the way on the sides, so she didn't have a bra on. So guess what you seen?
Her side boob.
No. If she went the wrong way,
you saw her whole titty.
You saw her whole titty. But she mad because all the men are approaching her. Bitch, you knew what you were doing when you came in here.
Right. Sometimes, I believe they do be knowing what they be doing.
Like.
And they want to put on the show. Let me ask you a question. So, damn, it was something I was going to ask you before we got to this part. Shit.
But.
Anyway, keep going.
Why are you thinking about that? So, I just think, like you were saying, men don't approach women. Women don't necessarily approach men, but you can let a man know you're interested. And it's up to the man's job to pursue you. It's a lot of ninjas out here. They want to be pursued. I ain't finna pursue you.
Look, I always say, I tell Slick that I be joking all the time, because, you know, I'm only 5'7". They ain't no... If I was, like, look like Jason Momoa, tall, and, like... I said, I'll be going through these motherfuckers. I'll be running through them. Okay, I'll be running through them. Because they going to approach me. It's going to happen. But...
I'm not saying not to approach.
Right.
But, like, I can come up to you and be like, hey, how you doing tonight? Type shit. If I come up to you and I'm having a conversation with you, it's up to you to follow back through and say, you know, you single, you dating.
Right, what's up with you?
Yeah.
You want to join me? Have a drink. Look.
It's up to you to take it the next step.
Right.
It's up to you to ask for my number. It's up to you to call me. Like,
I would 100% agree. But a lot of time when they get to that point of calling you, we don't want to seem too damn thirsty. We don't want to seem too damn eager. So let me ask. No, so there's a time frame between the time I get your number and the time I call you, right? We don't want to jump that time frame.
So for me, you better do it immediately.
Okay, so that's what I would ask you.
So for me, if you get my number, you don't have to necessarily call me, but you need to text me within 24 hours of you getting it.
See, some women be like, that nigga keep thirsty.
Nah.
See, I just want people to understand the mixed signals men and women get when it comes to dating. And since you were out there, you've been doing it, that would be, like, if I did it with 24 hours, I would be scared to do it within 24 hours. I would want to wait a day or two.
I forgot about you at that point.
Damn.
I mean, personally, I have. I don't forgot about you. Because then you finna text me, and I'm be like, who is this? So now you in your feelings.
But it's up to a man to actually, to be honest with you, a grown man is going to text you and say, hey, this is Lab. You met me the other day at the club. I just wanted to check, see how you doing, how's everything going. I gotta assume that you don't have my number saved, because
you can say, hey, this so-and-so, and I'm like, who is so-and-so?
Oh, Jesus Christ. If I tell you my name and I tell you where we met.
A lot of people don't tell you where they meet you at.
Oh, okay.
They'll tell you their name, but they don't tell you where you meet you at. And unfortunately for me, it's 10,000 people with the same name in the world. I don't know.
But you don't know all 10,000 of them.
I don't. But guess what? I don't know which one of you is either. Jeez. So when I ask, so people is like, this so and so, and I be like, okay, where did I meet you at?
Okay.
Oh, you talking to that many people? You know, blocked.
But you get it, right?
Blocked. Blocked.
But you get you understand now. It's just so many. So let me ask you this question. So I saw a post on social media. This lady was had some guys coming over to put her furniture together. We watched the video. I didn't know people still put furniture together, but hey, that's neither here or there.
They do.
She had 2 guys come over and put furniture together. Now I know that I know it's a skit.
So the first,
but people are taking it seriously when she said she wanted to make food for them.
So the first thing I say is, finish with the skit first before.
So she said she told her boyfriend. She called her boyfriend and said, "Hey, yeah, you know."
He called her.
He called her. He said, "What's up?" She said, "Oh, none of the guys here putting my furniture together. I'm gonna go ahead and fix some food for them." And he like, "What?" And she like, "I'm gonna go ahead and make them something to eat. They been here. It's late. They be here. I'm gonna go ahead and fix it." And he like, "They getting paid. They on the clock. Why you gonna fix something for them?" You know, I'm thinking like, get their ass a snack or some juice or something. But why you fixing something for them like a whole meal? And she like, "Boy, whatever. Get off my phone." You know, with that weak shit. That part right there. If we say something that we don't like about something that our woman is doing, it's automatically considered us being weak. You get what I'm saying? That's the perception, because even when I saw it on somebody else's page, the guy was like, these tender dick niggas is worried about her making food for her. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I wouldn't want my woman making no food for 2 niggas that she don't know, because now I'm an overthinker. I'm going to think, nah, you know these motherfuckers, or you know at least one of them. They just happen to be working for the furniture company that is putting your furniture together. You didn't fuck one of them, because why all of a sudden you want to make food for them?
So, me personally, I ain't making food for nobody.
Right.
But my thing at that point is, we're going to back it up a little further.
Okay,
we're going to go before the food.
Okay.
Why ain't your man putting your furniture together?
Exactly.
So, that's where I had the issue at. We just going to bypass all the rest of the BS.
Okay.
Why ain't your man putting the furniture together first? And if
that old broken down ass IKEA furniture, he could have put that shit together.
Then my second thing is, if he knew some men was coming over,
why he ain't there?
Why he ain't there? If he knew he was gonna have a problem with these men being in your house and she talking about it's late, why ain't he there? So
he may be a truck driver.
He could be.
He may be a truck driver.
He could be.
I mean, he may work the 3rd shift. Hey.
Let me tell you. The ninja I'm talking to right now, he'll lose his shit. So he gonna be like, why they even coming over there at this time of the night in the first place?
Right.
Like, that's a question
I'm gonna ask.
Right. So that would be,
what time is it?
For her to say it's late, why they there? Why they still there? Why you didn't reschedule it? Like, it's a whole lot of questions that come to me.
Because I paid for them to put together with the delivery.
It doesn't, no.
No. If it's 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock or whatever,
for me,
deliver that shit tomorrow.
Right. So for me personally, just out of safety precautions, if you can't get to my house before the sun go down, I don't even really want you up in there.
Right.
Because just of the times that we live in these days.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't even want you up in my house if we're in a sundown time. Don't even come my way.
Right.
Like, I already got an issue with that on GP.
Right.
So, but he was right. I feel like he was right, because, and you don't even know, she may not even really cook for him, but like, just to cook for some other men, if they're not your uncle, your daddy, your brother, if they not a family member. Let's
put it that way.
Yeah, you should not be cooking for no other men.
And you shouldn't be so enthusiastic to do it.
And vice versa, if a woman ain't paying you to work on her car, don't touch it.
See, I'm with you on this. I agree. I'm not finna be... I ain't finna be... See, my position has always been, I don't want to make my woman uncomfortable with anything that I do. You get what I'm saying? So there's never been a case of where there's any place I go that they can't go. There's never been... I just don't want to make that person feel. I don't want to say insecure because I don't think it's insecure. I think it's a protection. You know what I'm saying? That they protecting themselves. So I'm not going to do something to make them feel uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you what's going on. If you say, oh, I ain't fucking with that shit, I'm like, hey, she said she ain't fucking with that shit. I can't do, you know what I'm saying?
So my motto is don't zig if you don't want me to zag.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
If you don't want me to zag, damn it, don't zig. Because I'm a zig way better than you. I'm a zag way better than you zigging.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna get caught zagging.
Who want that pressure? Who want that pressure? Who want that instability and just stupidness over nothing? Like, we trying to build something together. My mentality has always been, it's me and you against the world if we in a relationship, right? So why I'm gonna put something in it that's gonna fuck it up? Right?
Everybody don't think like that though.
You know, like that whole idea of separate lives but in a relationship just don't get me. I don't get it. And a lot of people are that way.
I can truly say I'm still kind of that way. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get better. But
because it brings a question into the relationship part. It brings a question into the relationship as if we together and we say we together, why do you need to have a separate? Now I get you're gonna go out with your girlfriends. I'm not gonna want to do that shit. It is that I agree with that. But but if you do go out with your girlfriends and y'all doing y'all thing, there should be a respectful time to come to the house. You get what I'm saying? Like, I see your face, but you don't think I'm gonna be respectful.
What do you consider respectful?
If I'm out with my guys, I'm not coming in the house after 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. What the fuck do I need to be outside for that at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got a girl at home? A lot of times I won't even be out past 12, cause I don't go to the club at 12. I know y'all go to the club at 12. Y'all,
it's not a club. So
y'all, wherever the fuck y'all going, y'all don't start going out there till it's 12 o'clock at night. Who the fuck goes out at midnight?
Cause the people just get there.
I get it, and I've been explained. That has been explained to me. I still don't get it, but I accept it. You get what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily agreeing with it, but I accept it. But I just don't think that a woman in a relationship should be. And don't get me wrong, this is not something that I knew previously. I learned this through my marriage. My wife used to go out and come in whenever she got ready. But at some certain point, when you go out and it's 3 o'clock, then you say, oh shit, I was out at 3 o'clock. Let me try coming at 5 o'clock. Then it's 5 o'clock you come in. Then you say, shit, that nigga ain't saying nothing when I came in at 5 o'clock. Now I'm coming in at 8 o'clock. At what point do you start being respectful to me at the house?
Well, you don't cross, like, 5 and 8 o'clock, that is kind of disrespectful. And Slick said she going out to the most spots at 12 o'clock.
She said, see, I can come in when I'm done. I'm grown. See? But all women, I think a lot of the women, Atlanta women think like that.
Now,
I don't subscribe to that shit. Just because I'm grown, I still got to respect you as my significant other and not coming here at a time that's disrespectful to you. I don't necessarily know what that time is, but I'm not going to cross that line because that's why I always say my view of relationships is different. That grown shit that Slick say, it don't pertain when you in a relationship. You got to respect that person.
I'm graduating there to where you at.
Right.
I ain't made it there yet, but I'm graduating. I have graduated to say, hey, me and the homegirls are going out. Me and the homegirls made it. I have graduated to that point.
But see, you have rules. You just said a guy can't, if he don't text you in 24 hours, it's a problem. So if a guy said to you, look, I get you out with your girls, but damn, 5 o'clock in the morning?
If he explained to me what the issue is, not just because
the explanation gonna be, what the fuck are you doing out at 5 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, that ain't gonna get it.
You see what I'm saying?
Because
that's what he thinking.
But that's gonna make me want to do it more.
And they shouldn't.
It will.
Because, like they say, we grown, right?
Right.
We all grown, right?
You got to have.
You playing kiddie games now.
No.
Yes. You playing kitty games now.
I'm slowly coming out of the tit for tat world.
You and Slick and Miss Lot has taught me why I will never be married again. I'm not gonna put up with that shit. It's just not gonna happen.
But this is why you date.
I don't even want to date you motherfuckers. Like, it's just, I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't even want to date motherfuckers out here like this because it's just too much of a headache. It's this or that or this or nothing or that. Like, if I'm in a relationship, my main goal is to respect you as my woman. Period. Point blank. And your main goal should be respect me as your man. Period. Point blank. That's it. That's it. There's nothing other than, there's no bigger.
But you gotta remember.
They're respecting.
So you gotta remember, men want respect, women want love.
Women can't get love if they not respecting me.
But women,
I'm not gonna love your ass.
But women don't understand that because women want love. Women want love. Mm-hmm. For women, we think we loving you back is all that matters. Women don't understand. For men, love is respect. You got to respect me in order for me to love you. But women don't understand that.
And you loving me doesn't equate to you respecting me.
Right, but women, that's what I'm telling you. Women don't understand that. Mm-hmm. They don't understand that I could love you and I'm all this and all that, but that's why you have so many women that's disrespectful as hell to their man because they don't understand. Men want respect, women want love. It's two totally different things.
And see, that's why Slick won't ever be. That's why her relationship's gonna be terrible.
What's she saying?
Respect me as having fun with my people, but no, I'm coming home to you. No, because at a certain point, as men, as an overthinker, as me, I'm talking about me. At a certain point, I'm gonna think you got a dick in you.
But that's what men think that way too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. After 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna think you fucking. Then it's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna have an attitude, and
so let me
at that point, we need to just go ahead and break up.
So I know this ain't you, but just follow along with me. So at what point do you feel that not as you? But as a man,
as me.
No. Okay, I don't need you to speak as you because your shit is always over there.
Okay.
So think of it as a man.
Okay.
If I'm dating, like we met, and I'm talking to other people.
Okay.
You're talking to other people.
Okay.
At what point do you feel like, and we still just dating? How do you feel about the whole dating? Not as you as Labs, okay? We know you a one-woman world.
Okay.
So, but how do you think, or let me rephrase it another way. Do you think social media has made it because, you know, everybody says date until they make it exclusive or want to marry you type shit? Yeah, date them all. So how do you feel about the date them all concept?
Me personally.
Nigga, I said not you personally.
I can't give for other people. I think men and women, you could date them all, but give some time to one to get to know them. Because how are you gonna get to know the one that you necessarily want to be with if you don't take some time out one-on-one with them?
So when you say date them all but take one-on-one time, what does that look like?
I don't know because you're already dating them all. So it's going to be conversations and calls and texts between you and the others. So how do you take one-on-one time? Do you stop talking to them others? Because you can't get to know a person.
When you say one-on-one time, what do you mean? People. Do you mean we just spend the day, we on our date together and you on your date together?
You gotta get some time to know a person, to know if that's going to be the right person.
So when you say time, what kind of time are you trying to get them?
60 days.
You want to cut, are you still like casually talking to the other people but not putting a whole foot forward with the other people?
Yeah, you can still casual, but I can't speak for me. I can't see. In the 2026s, I have a 1980 mentality when it comes to dating.
That's why I said you can't speak on you. I just needed you to understand the thought process.
I've always thought that if I'm with you and we in love with each other and we doing what we need to do for each other and we respect each other, what else is there? But now I have learned that there's really, when it comes to relationships and getting respect, there is none. There is no respect between the man and the woman per se. There is an illusion of respect. There's an illusion of respect until I say something to you or you say something to me that I don't like.
Okay.
Or that I think that is infringing on me as a person or individual.
Okay.
So if I tell you something like, say if you like, we just talked about it. If you like going out and I say, look, I get you like going out, but at certain time, you know, I want you to be at home with me. If you feel like that's an infringement on you as an individual, you're not going to respect that. And you're going to do what you want to do, as Slick says, as a grown person. You feel like, I think that the respect as relationships nowadays has gone out the window. We could love each other, but I damn sure don't have to respect you to love you. I can walk all over you and trample all over you and still say I love you, and your vision of what love is doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be my vision of love is. And I think that nowadays, the whole being in a relationship translates differently. Mm-hmm. It just translates differently. I mean, I'm 55 years old. It just translates differently, and you got to, you know, get down or lay down. And I choose to just lay down. I don't want to be in a relationship where I got to worry about what somebody doing at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I just don't want to do that because I'm not going to have you worried about that. And I feel like if I do it, you should be able to do it. I'm not going to have a question of who this is or what I'm doing with this person or why I'm talking to this person on the phone. Even if we friends or not, I don't want that. I don't want you to question that. So if I'm on the phone, you can get on the phone too. If I'm texting somebody, you can see the texts. When I was married, I never locked my phone. Ever. My phone sit wherever it sit. My wife could pick it up. My ex-wife could pick it up, look at it, and go through texts.
I say if you married, then yeah.
You're right.
I would take it even a step further. If you live with each other, yeah.
Right.
But until then,
I say if we, let me tell you something. That's another thing that goes to sex. You know, sex is a casual thing now. I feel like if we fucking, we together. Sorry. That's just me. And I can just speak for me. Right. I can't speak for all men. But I can tell you, if we fucking, we go together. Sorry. I don't casually sling dick around. I just don't. I'm just not a casual dick slinger. It's just not something I want to do. Because for one, there's too many STDs out here. I'm a very clean person. And for two, it's just too many STDs out here. And a lot of feelings are attached to sex.
It is.
People don't realize that a lot of feelings, especially when it comes to men, a lot of feelings are attached to sex.
For men?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I never. Now help me understand that, because I know for women it is,
because
but
we work so hard to get it that once we get it.
But y'all get it all the time.
No, we don't. That's a misconception. Pussy sells better than dick on any day, and you know this. You know,
I don't know nothing because I ain't selling nothing.
You know it because you just don't want to admit it.
No, because for me, I think men get it all the time.
You lying to yourself. That's a misconception and a visual that you have presented to yourself for whatever justification you may have. But nah.
I think men get it more than women.
Slick says fucking doesn't mean a relationship.
It doesn't.
I like I said, that's why me personally, I don't want to delve into this cesspool of sexual thing.
Cheat. I think women cheat more than men. We just don't get caught.
Men cheat. Don't get me wrong. Women cheat more and don't get caught for it because they admit the person that they're cheating with is not gonna say nothing.
Is a man. They ain't gonna say nothing.
They ain't gonna say a word. I have literally been in a room with somebody that was cheating on me with somebody else, and that motherfucker that they cheating on me with was speaking to me. You get what I'm saying?
Now, I can't agree with that. I think women cheat more.
Yeah.
Women just don't get caught.
Mm-hmm.
And because women...
And that's
I'm going to say 70% of the time, women are cheating with another man. This in 2026.
Let's just say women are cheating with another man, and another man...
It's not going to say nothing.
They're not going to say nothing because we want to keep fucking.
Right. So the man
you may be doing great shit to me that you're not even doing to your husband.
So he ain't gonna say nothing.
Right.
Now when a man cheats with a woman, because again, like you said, sex creates emotions. Mm. For whatever reason, I seen on social media today, women have the notion that they like if he married or whatever, or living with somebody, they have the notion that he's gonna leave her for them. Mm-hmm. But if he does leave her for you, don't you think he's gonna leave you for the next person?
Women don't have that notion.
What?
We give them that notion.
Oh, okay.
Women don't have that notion. I'm gonna keep it 100. We trying to fuck. We gonna tell you, I'm gonna leave her for you to keep fucking. We may not have any intentions, and then the women gonna get that in the head. Women, I don't think women necessarily go out when they cheating with a man who's married, necessarily goes out and cheats with him and says, "Oh, he's gonna leave me for her because I'm giving him this great sex." No, I don't think we give you that impression because we want to keep having the sex.
So, but that's how men get caught,
right? And that's their own fault.
Yeah, because
on that aspect of things.
Because at some point, the woman she gonna tell the other woman. She gonna call. She gonna disrupt their household, however the case may be. Mm-hmm. So the other woman would know that. And especially if they're married, mm-hmm. married women 9 times out of 10 are not finna leave their husband. 9 times out of 10, unless he's done it more than once and got caught more than once. Mm-hmm. The initial time, I would say the first 2 times, they're not leaving their husband.
Right, but men will leave their wives after the first time. So
me and my friend, we talked about this the other day. Mm-hmm. So he was saying, because I was trying to understand this whole concept of, we was talking about K. Michelle interview on Club Shay Shay. I don't know if you saw it.
I heard about it.
So I watched the whole thing. Okay. So her thing was, her husband can cheat, mm-hmm. and she's watched him sleep with other women. But he cannot pay their bills or spend money on them. Okay. And her thought process on it is, she don't want nobody to be able to come tell her nothing that he's did that she already don't know. Mm-hmm. But it's yeah. But she, since they've been married, at least what she said on Club Shay Shay, it hasn't been the reverse. And so Shannon was like, well, do you do this? She was like, no. He was like, because that ain't going to fly with no man. Mm-hmm. And she was like, why not? If I allow you to do it, why won't it fly with me? And he was like, because ain't no man just going to have that.
We visual.
So I had to ask him, I was like, I don't understand that concept. Like, if you can do it, why can't I do it?
Because I'm going to tell you why. Because even if you let me do it, when you tell me you doing it, I'm seeing the most nastiest shit that you could be doing to somebody. It may not even be the case, but I'm not gonna say all men. Some men, when they hear that they woman is cheating or fucking some other nigga or something like that, we don't see what they doing to us. We see all the shit that they not doing to us, that they doing to them. And we're visual. We're visual creatures. That's why we see bodies. When we have sex, we want you to be naked because we want to see all this. So, when you tell me, oh, yeah, I'm doing, I let you cheat, I'm cheating too. I'm doing. We're not seeing the innocent part or the whatever cool part. We seeing it, motherfuckers like, the nastiest thing you could think of, we thinking it. That's what y'all doing. And like I said, it may not be the case, but that's what we thinking. Six says some people think married men are safe.
How?
Because we married.
What? Hell no. But so I just thought that was.
We have a visual thing. We are visual. A lot of men won't admit it, but we're visual, and we may not see. It may be innocent thing. It might not even be sex involved, but we gonna see it as sex involved.
Nah, I can't agree with that one.
It might be innocent as it could be, but we always gonna see it as something else.
I can agree with that.
I just don't know why people want to be in a relationship if they can't handle the responsibility of such. There's things that come with being in a relationship that I find that a lot of people, men and women, can't handle.
Because if you haven't been in a good relationship, or I'm gonna say a healthy relationship, it's hard to everybody say they want to be in a healthy relationship until they get in it.
But they don't know what a healthy relationship is.
At least they think so. But when you get in one, I'm a speak from experience.
Okay.
It's very challenging to deal with it. And I can speak from experience on my own. Like, we a little health. We ain't all the way healthy.
Right.
But we're a little health.
Right.
And just for him to help me with things on just GP, because I've always said I wanted a man to do this, that, whatever. So he's doing it without me asking.
Right.
And it's a challenge for me.
Right.
Like, I've never been that woman that a man got to pay my bills. Like, you got to contribute to me. Like, I'm going to ask you for something. If I'm struggling financially, I'm going to ask you. I have never been that way. And it's challenging for me for him to help me. And I always let him know I appreciate him. I thank him, whatever the case may be, because I have been, even in my marriage, I have had to do things on my own. Like, I was singly married.
Okay, I get it.
But so for me, it's a challenge. Like, yesterday we was having a conversation, and I almost broke up with him for it. And he was like, "Are you breaking up with me?" I was like, I ain't know we was together, but it's a challenge. It's real hard for me because I've done, outside of like my parent, my mom, or my dad, or either my friends helping me, having a man to help me is real challenging for me.
I get it. I don't like people doing stuff for me, but that's because I've always just done it myself. Like, it's like, if I'm sick or something, I don't want you help. I want you helping me.
But Slick, I didn't ask, and that's the problem I'm having.
Right.
If I don't ask you,
why you doing it?
Why you doing it?
Right.
And I asked him that yesterday. I was like, "Why you doing this?"
Right.
He was like, "What?" I said, "Why? What's in it for you?" Like, I was like, "What are you getting out of this?"
I understand it. I get it.
So it's a challenge for me. So that's why I say it's a hard thing to date, because not everybody. So just think, if I would have asked somebody else that question, they may have not took it well, and then they may have ended the relationship. Because how I always tell people, you may be a good person, you may be a decent person, you may be a good man, you just ain't the man for me.
Right.
Or I ain't the woman for you.
Right.
Because you have to be able to accept the challenges and the bullshit that come with somebody. And
it's a bullshit comes with people.
Yeah.
People don't necessarily see they bullshit, but it comes with. I got bullshit.
Oh, I see all mine.
I know with my bullshit, I ain't gonna trust you. There's never gonna be a case where I'm ever gonna trust you 100%. Never. Ever. So that's bullshit. You gotta deal with that bullshit. I'm self-reliant. I don't need you to do shit for me. That's bullshit. Like, it's just, I know I got shit that I need to probably get past, but
do you think you could ever get past it?
No.
So like, they have
I work on it, but I don't ever get, because what happens is, and because I am an overthinker, what happens is I try to get past it, but then I see something. Like, that's something straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. My thing is, I don't want my heart to be broken.
Okay.
I'm just not going to go there again. When I was married, and to know that my wife was talking so much shit about me and telling people so much shit about me that I wasn't doing, it kind of broke my heart. You know what I'm saying? I kind of was, I was very depressed about that, because I'm doing everything I think I'm supposed to be. I'm working 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got degrees too. You got licenses too. You can't keep a job for 3 months, but I've never got a job. Like, I never have a job. Like, how are we paying some bills if both of us not working? Like, so it kind of broke my heart. So I don't ever want to feel that way again. So I'm not going to do anything, or I'm not going to trust a person that way. It's just not going to happen.
So the pastor said today, you have to put yourself on, this ain't for you. I know you was never going here.
No.
But he made his statement was today, because it was about moving forward, but he was like, if a relationship is something that you want to move forward to, he's like, all of us got these walls built, these buildings we don't surrounded ourselves with.
Right.
He was like, you're never going to be able to move forward to get the love that you want if you don't set yourself up to think, knowing that you could be with somebody that could break your heart again. Like, it's no way.
So you gotta be willing to have your heart broken in order to be in a relationship 100%.
Yeah.
Boo.
And I would agree with that.
I guess nah.
I agree with that.
Nothing hurts worse than somebody breaking your heart that you truly are in love with. Sorry. That's just nah. If I'm giving my 110% all to you, and you give me 50%, and I find out about it, and then you break my heart on top of that, like, nah, man. Well, I don't want.
So Slick, so your love language is gifts. My love language is not gifts.
I don't think my love language is that either.
My love language is time and touch. If you ain't spending time with me, I don't give a fuck what you buy me. Because that's not my thing.
Right.
I will appreciate it. I'm going to tell you I like it. But if you not spending time with me, you can buy me the world. And I'm going to move the fuck on. That's not my thing. Like, I appreciate them. I thank you. But time means more to me. Time and touch means more to me than anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I think touch is a good love language for me. I don't know what the other one would be.
It's time, touch, gifts, affirmation, and acts of services.
Maybe affirmation. Maybe. But I was given affirmation and touch and it just, what happens is, it gets tainted. You get what I'm saying? It gets tainted. If you've been through it, if you've had those love languages presented to you, and then you find out that it probably was all fake, it's tainted now. For me, it's tainted. Like, I don't really necessarily have a love language necessarily. I know what I'm not going to accept, and I know what if you present what I don't want to accept towards me, then that's going to be my love language. Going to figure out how the fuck to get out of it. So,
but what people have to understand also in relationships, how I want to receive love is not how you want to receive love. Right. Outside of the respect thing, like Slick saying her thing is gifts. But if mine is time and touch, buy me gifts, we gonna always be like this.
But if you don't tell me it's time and touch, then I'm not gonna know to switch up.
I'm gonna tell you, I need to spend time with you.
Slick says you can't bring your married life into your next new life. You can't let the lessons you learned after divorce be law. Yeah,
Shouldn't me?
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Definitely needs to be. If you want to protect yourself from the shit that you went through previously and don't want to go through that shit again, it's definitely gonna be fucking law.
Yeah, it's gonna be law.
It's gonna be law.
It's gonna be law. I don't agree with Lad Folk too much, but I'm gonna have to agree with him on this one, because like on social media they have this thing now, like you gotta come 100% healed. You're not 100% healed, and also like if you haven't dated, like you have a lot of people. I'm gonna take you for instance that have not dated consistently over time, just going out meeting new people.
Right.
You can't move forward with the baggage because you haven't been able to release some of that baggage. But you gotta let some of it go.
You do let some of it go. Over time you let it go.
It's different when you dating somebody. Because you think you may have let it go until you actually got to settle down and try to talk to somebody every day.
Say some bullshit.
Right.
You be like,
what?
The fuck you talking
that
about?
That shit just roared to the front of the bus.
Right. What?
Yeah.
I agree with, but people say it's baggage, but I also say it's life lessons. Like, you don't just let go of shit you learned just because you're in a new relationship. I don't think you should do that.
No, you shouldn't.
It's like, I'm gonna give you a good example. It's like somebody having domestic violence done to them in one relationship, and then going to the next relationship, noticing the signs of the previous domestic violence, but still going with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, did you learn your lesson? We always say, it's certain things we take and we say.
But there's different levels to domestic violence.
I get it, but it's still lessons to be learned from it to know if you want to deal with that shit in the next one.
The only time, I can honestly say, out of domestic abuse, the only thing that you could see coming is somebody popping you upside the head. Outside of that, you can't see the rest of it coming.
As a child of domestic violence,
you can see
you can see that shit coming.
No, you can see somebody finna knock the shit out of you, yeah. But you gotta think, you got financial abuse, domestic abuse, you got mental.
I'm talking about just the physical and the anger issues.
The verbal?
The verbal.
Those two you can see, but most people get fucked up on the emotional and the financial.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you. You can't see the financial till it's too late.
Yeah, and you can't see the emotional until you're about to get bopped in the head.
Right, I give you that. But as a child coming from a domestic violence, I can tell you could see that shit. There was a lot of times when my mom was with somebody, I was like, and I was young.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga right here is not safe. Like, yeah. But anyway.
But and I've cut people off also that I've talked to. Like, if you look like you just want to argue over some dumb shit, like, and we ain't even together, like.
Right.
Like, telling me something you like and I don't like and dislike or something like that, telling me something that you don't want me to do, that's one thing. But if you just want to argue after 2 conversations on the word hello because you thought I didn't do something like how you wanted me to date you, niggas, you blocked. Because I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah, I agree. Like, sometimes I think we are such difficult creatures to just get along with on a daily basis. I think during relationships in there is a whole different thing too. Like, I saw a post on social media where a girl was saying, she has a husband and he always want to feel on her and touch her when she sleep, and she can't get no sleep because he always trying to get on, trying to have sex with her. I forget what the whole post was about. But at the end of it, she said, was that
considered rape?
A
sexually assault.
Sexual assault. Right.
Sorry.
And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be over the top like that, but I'm gonna feel on my girl.
I saw that post too, and I went straight to the comments because I wanted to see what the stupid women were saying.
Right.
And they was like, no means no.
Right.
But if I didn't tell you no, and if I'm sleeping,
she said she told him no.
But
stop.
So these are how I look at things. If y'all was dating. Mm-hmm. And you allowed this to happen, and if you didn't speak up then, if y'all lived together prior to y'all getting married, if they did, and you allowed this to happen, and you never say nothing, why now when I say I do, why are we changing now?
Right.
So this be the thing I always tell people, and this is my law. This is me in dating. This is what I tell my kids. Don't do something that you're not knowing you're not going to continue to do.
Right.
Don't accept something that you know you're not going to continue to accept. Because if you do it and accept it now, you got to keep doing it and accepting it
later.
Because what's going to happen is, well, why all of a sudden this problem now? You've been doing it. Like, you were doing it. Like, who is this person now? Because this not the person I dated. This not the person I proposed to. This not the person I said I do to. But now we married and
it's this way.
Like, all of a sudden now you got a problem. If you had a problem then, you should have said you had a problem before.
Right. I think. Hold on, let me push this thing. And I agree with you on that. I think a lot of times we like I said, I necessarily not, if we would dating and stuff, and you say, "No, I don't do that," I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
I'm just not gonna do it. I don't want you to feel. I've always said. I said this earlier. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable.
But you have to.
But I do like feeling on. I mean, I'm gonna feel on you. I'm gonna touch you. And if you say, don't touch me no more, I'm going to stop.
Right. So, Slick said sexual assault can happen during your sleep, even if it's your husband.
Right.
But, again, it can happen. But my thought process on it is, did you allow all of this to happen?
Previous. And we don't know with her post because she didn't say it.
Right. That's my only thing. If you allowed this to happen previously, then you can't get mad now because you're the one that's moved the goalpost. Mm-hmm. So the goalpost was here. I've been kicking it, making these field goals. Now all of a sudden, the goalpost all the way down here, and I'm kicking and I'm taking a left, and you mad at me like I didn't know we moved the goalpost.
right. You didn't tell me that you stretched the field out some.
Right. I didn't know this.
Right.
But that's just how I believe. Like. I'm that person.
I think when we get married, my thing is if I'm married to you, and I'm horny, I think I should present it to you as my wife. Now, if you telling me, nah, whatever, or you not willing to do it, or I'm gonna get turned off by it, and I'm not gonna ask you anymore. But then and I'm not gonna cheat on you. But you're gonna be wondering if I'm cheating because I'm not going to present it to you anymore.
Right.
There's certain for me. If I keep presenting something or selling you something or whatever, and you don't present it to me or you don't show me in any kind of way that you're interested in it, I'm not going to present it to you anymore. I'm just gonna stop doing it. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna. It may take me a while to do so, but eventually I'm gonna cut off that conversation because. Either you cheating with somebody or you gonna think I'm cheating with somebody. I just don't have the time or the you know what I'm saying, the wayward fortitude to talk to you about sex if we're in a relationship or especially if we married. If we married, I should come to you first about all sexual thoughts. Yeah. That's what I think. And I may be wrong. I may not should tell you all sexual thoughts if you my wife. But I think I should. Slick says if she out of it, off meds, and can't say yes or no, well, that's different. I agree with Slick on that.
But if she feeling it, then she ain't off on meds.
But she don't know if she feeling it because she on meds.
She do. That's how she came up with the conclusion.
No, the conclusion happened after she woke up and felt she was fucked, I guess.
No.
So she moving around and into it.
Yeah.
But she don't know it.
She know it. Cause she wouldn't have the gumption to write the post. What is we talking about right now? I don't care how much people say. Like if you like. So
if you I don't want to put your business in the street, but we know you take meds sometimes for your pain. If you on your meds and you in a relationship with your new guy, he on you, and you out of it.
I'ma feel it. Like I'm still gonna feel it. I'ma feel you on me breathing something. Like something changes. I'ma know I can't breathe the way I was breathing. Something is happening.
This heavy nigga is on top of me.
Right. Something is happening.
And at that point, you like, I'm not.
But if he's just touching her, like if you out of it, you're not gonna know he's just touching you if you out of it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Like, if I'm knocked the fuck out on some medication, I'm not gonna know you touching me because I'm out of it.
Okay.
Now, if it's something else going on, some penetration,
right?
You gonna feel. Now, you may not be woke enough to know, but you know he doing something because that's why you wrote the damn post.
Slick say, I thought it was a dream that bothered me. But he knew it was a dead fuck. She talking about her now, I guess.
I don't even know why somebody would want to do that.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Right.
And see, that's another thing. That's my problem. If I'm dating you and I know that you got some medical issues, I am not going to present stuff to you or want to have sex with you if you hurting or if you in the, you know what I'm saying, it's just not gonna happen. It's gonna be uncomfortable. Right. Even if you say, "Come on, I'm ready," I'm be like, earlier you winced, like you try to turn sideways and you winced.
Right.
Like, that's not happening. Like, it's just not happening. And I guess I should be more of fuck you then, fuck that shit. Bend over, let me get it. But I've never been that way.
So I look at it as, when the comment you just made, that goes back to the level of respect or care about you. Mm-hmm. If it's the same thing, but women don't look at it again as respect. We look at it as care and love.
Okay.
So if you don't love me enough or care about me, then you not gonna care if I'm hurting or not. You're not gonna care about my medical condition because you only want what you want.
Right.
So that's where, remember I said the differences come in. We want love and care. Y'all just want respect.
Right.
So that's how a lot of time relationships go left, because you may be like, I'm paying all the bills, you ain't got to do this because that's what you think you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. You providing for me, you respect me, but you ain't loving and caring about me. So that's why the two differences come in, because a lot of men don't get that concept. So again, she didn't get all the whole synopsis. I like the whole full
the
shit.
whole thing. Like, they'll tell me prior what happened or what made him feel like he was able to do this.
Right.
Because I don't think he just necessarily feel like because we married I'm able to do this.
Right.
I wouldn't think that, but
so,
I'm different.
It could be, but something it's something
you're missing.
Yeah, we got the appetizer. We didn't get the entree.
Right. We didn't get the full 3-course meal. We just got what she wanted us to know.
Right. So it's something that's missing out of that.
Right.
But I just feel like, and that was like, I know it now, but I didn't know it then when I was married. Like, I didn't respect my husband, and he didn't care and love about me. But
respect goes a long way.
But I didn't respect him because he didn't care and love about me.
It's a two-way street.
Right. So his thought process on love, no matter how much I said what love looked like to me, it never looked like that for him.
Right.
So since you're not respecting how I want to be loved, I'm just not going to respect you.
That's cold-blooded.
And that's just how it was. Right. So, but again, like people, like how Slick saying, she like gifts. So if she loves gifts and then she always buying you gifts, but you could give 2 fucks about a gift, you're gonna be like, oh, thank you. And then, but that ain't what I want.
Right.
Take me on a vacation. Like, do some shit like that for me. Like, that's what I want.
Slut me out.
Buy the gifts. Let my gift be you taking me on a vacation. Let that be my gift.
My only gift now at 55 is to slut me out.
Lord
That's
Jesus.
all I care about.
Nah, mine is...
I've had the gifts. I had the vacations. Now I want to... Yeah, never mind.
Mine is, I know we're going to spend time on this vacation.
Right.
So let the gift be...
The vacation.
A vacation. So we can spend time, because that's what I want.
Right.
I want the time.
Right.
So if I
then if I take you on this vacation and we spending time, I should expect the slutting out to happen eventually on the vacation, right?
How do we always get here with you?
I'm just asking a question. We are having a grown folk conversation. I'm not talking about me and you. I'm talking about if we was dating and we go on vacation and I'm paying for the vacation is on me. We good. We spending time. We hugged up.
Do you know how many...
from Friday to whatever time we come back, should I expect the slutting out to happen?
A man will. Do you know how many women do not?
We ain't talking about the women. We talking about the man right now.
The man does expect that, yes. Okay. But...
the women don't.
The women do not.
Should they try?
I don't know. So let me
tell you. If that's my love language.
So let me tell you. So I went on the cruise I was just on.
Okay.
We went to the Love and Marriage show.
Okay.
So on the Love and Marriage show, they have a newlywed couple that's been married less than a year.
Okay.
They have the next couple who's been married. It was like they were married for 32 years.
Okay.
And then the next couple was married for like 45 something years, like that. Mm-hmm. The couple that was married for 45 years, because one of the questions was, how many times, if you had $1,000 for every time you had sex, how many $1,000 would you have?
Okay.
The couple that was married the longest had 3,500. Figure them the half out. Mm-hmm. The couple that had just been married less than a year, they had only had 1,000.
Okay.
We was on the last night of the cruise. Mm-hmm. We was on an 8-day cruise.
Oh, wow.
Right.
5 days is enough.
I understand.
Okay.
But we was on an 8-day cruise. Mm-hmm. The people that had only been married a year had only had sex once. Mm-hmm. The entire cruise. Then they asked them, show the audience how y'all love and appreciate each other. Mm-hmm. The two couples that had been married the longest, they was kissing, they was straddling on top of each other. The couple that had been married the 1 year, mm-hmm. they was pecking each other.
That's new. That's a new relationship. That's a new-fangled relationship. We talking about 45 years of marriage, so they came up through the affection.
But
love,
I would have thought the couple that's been married the year would have been more affectionate.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
No. Because, like we just talked about this whole 1 hour or 2 hour show, social media has affected the relationships now. So, affection and love and hugging and kissing. I'm not a kisser.
Kiss me, baby.
But if my person wants to kiss, I will kiss. But I'm just not a kisser. But now it's not that way no more. So the newer couples are gonna have some. You're gonna be like, that's fucked up, because that's how relationships are seen nowadays. The new couples don't have it like we used to have it when we was coming up. Like, shit, we kissed in high school. We hugged.
So, but that went to the point where you saying, if you pay for the trip, do you expect? Majority of the time, people are not.
Newfangled relationships don't expect that. I think older relationships should expect it.
Yeah, but even them, the other one was like 2 times, and they was only like 3.5. And then she was like, she was glad that they only got to 3.5 because that was way too much.
They said what? So they said the first year of marriage is the hardest, but she said she was glad they had got 3.5. That was too much.
Yeah, she said that was too much. She was tired.
Do women, or let's say men and women, do men and women not understand that there's certain things you have to do to keep your relationship going? Sex is a good part of it.
They don't think that. Because again, like how you started this off, visual and my mind. Right. You're supposed to like me for my mind.
Yeah, but I love you for your body. Right. Let's break this down like fractions.
Yeah, so a lot of people, they don't understand that. Like, I know some people, like, they don't want you to say they beautiful. They don't want you to give them physical compliments or nothing like that. Because they want you to look past how they look in, like, they mind. But for me, tell me you like my booty, baby.
Right.
Like, because I don't want you to start talking to me and be like, you're going to lose some weight to lose some of that booty. Like, nah, I love my booty.
Gonna throw a curveball at you.
Right.
You're beautiful and all, but you got a little bit too much meat on your body.
Right, no.
Yeah.
Love.
Says getting to know another person and living with them 24/7, 365 is a lot.
It is. But I always say, before you move in with somebody, before you say I do, you need to go on a vacation with them. Yeah. Because
vacations can be masked.
No. A lot of time, people do not get along on vacations.
Really?
Yes.
I'm a good traveler. I travel well with folks.
Yeah, but a lot of time, because not unless you already live with each other. If I'm going home, you going home. If we got to be in the same room, spend all our time with each other for the next 3 to 4 days, that's a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I think you learn more about a person at that point. If I don't like you, I ain't gonna want to spend too much time with you. If we arguing on vacation,
right,
I don't really want to fuck with you. Like, when we get back from vacation,
right,
if we did more arguing than playing, having restful bedtime, then I ain't gonna want to deal. We just broke up when we get back home.
Jesus Christ.
We just broken up.
It's over.
It's over. It's a done deal.
Okay.
We just broken up. But
we went longer than we were going to go. But hey, just to let y'all know, next in June, first 2 weeks of June, we will not be here. I'm going to take some time off to reassess this thing and see where we at. And then we may come back around the middle of the month. But some things have to change, and it's going to take us to change them in order for this to be successful. So, yeah. For 2 weeks of June,
like a relationship.
Right. You got to sit back and
evaluate. And see if you are compatibly and aligned with each other to make this thing work.
Exactly. And that's all we're trying to do. So, until we come back, we will be back. That's for sure. It's just a matter of how will it look when we come back. We will see. Thanks to Slick, we not shutting it down because Lab was done. But hey.
See how he be checking out these relationships? Like, Lab don't like relationships.
I don't.
He don't like relationships.
I don't. I'm traumatized from relationships because I feel like even in this business, even in this, with all the podcasts, I give my all. I try to be successful with all of them. Try to help out as much as I can, and that's not reciprocated. So, hey, I gotta stop giving my all and stop saying, "Well, fuck you, pay me." I can't think of it as family no more. I gotta think of it as business. I thought our podcast, we was all family. We trying to be successful together, and I can't think of it that way no more. I gotta think of it as
it's a business.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's a business.
Right. And my business. See, what the problem is when I do business, I am a ruthless business person. Like I am.
Yeah, I've seen you in action.
Yeah, I'm very difficult when it comes to business because I feel like it's common sense. So I try not to be that way in this business because I feel, people have the dreams they want to live. And they want to try to interpret them dreams the best way they can. So I'm going to try to help, but I don't think I can. For one, it's weighing on me. I'm wore out. I'm tired. Like, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm tired. I'm wore out. I have things that I want to do. I DJ, I do other things. I started writing a book a year ago that I haven't finished. Like, it's just a lot of things that I want to do that I can't do because I'm so concentrated on this. So, I got to see if this is what I want to keep going forward, I'm just tired, man. I need a break. I need a break from this.
So why don't we just take the whole month of June off?
I was going to do that, but
because I understand, because like when I took my sabbatical, sometimes you just need a sabbatical, and you doing this 3, 4, 5 times out of a week, and some days twice on a day.
See, some people don't realize that they just come do the podcast and leave. Right. I got to do the descriptions. I got to upload the video. I got to upload the audio. I got to make sure it looks right. So it's a lot of things that I do behind the scenes that they don't necessarily see.
Right.
And I've gotten behind on a lot of that stuff. Like, I'm probably 4 months behind on the audio. Like, it's just because even with DJing, I don't even DJ as much as I used to no more. I am unmotivated. I'm not going to lie. I am unmotivated with all this stuff. So I've got to reset myself and figure out what Lad want to do, how he wanted to go forward with this, if he wants to go forward with this. It's just, I need to figure it out. I haven't DJed in a while. I haven't came down here, and I used to come down here every day, 20, 30 minutes, get something in. I haven't done that in months. I haven't touched that equipment over there in months, and that's just not like me. So I'm unmotivated with that. So as far as Misfits Radio TV and all that, I got to see what that looks like going forward. So I'm going to take a 2-week break, and it may be longer. It depends on how I feel when the 2 weeks are up.
Well, I vote for you to take a month. I'm just being honest, because you do a lot, and we all have taken our time out, and I just vote for, like, I believe in a happy spouse, happy house.
Right.
So I believe you need to have the mental reset, and I don't think 2 weeks is going to be long enough for you.
Well, we're going to see how it goes.
I will see. But me personally, I think you need a whole month.
Yeah.
But if you want to take the 2 weeks, I'll be here because like right now, my schedule is opening back up, and I'm trying to get a little bit motivated more on the Sundays. I won't be outside no more.
On Saturdays?
Yeah.
You say that, then something happens, then you like, I'm outside.
Nah, I'm trying to be a little bit different since I got a little boo thing.
I can respect that.
I'm trying to be a little bit different, but I'm finna start my business back up.
Okay.
And I'm finna start school.
Okay. Oh. I can't go back to school no more.
Yeah. I didn't want to, but I got to. So I'm finna go back to school. I'm finna start my business up. So, and then I'm trying to, like, we have the followings, but, like, we got to stay more committed and consistent. So I'm trying to...
Because when y'all don't be consistent and committed, I'm being inconsistent and committed. Because once I start feeling see, what happens is, once I start feeling the joy of not having a show, like, you're like, oh, shit, I ain't got to worry about no show tonight. Once I get into that mode, and you have 2 or 3 shows that's not coming, and then 2 or 3 weeks that's not happening, now I'm getting used to it.
Right.
Now I'm like, oh shit, I ain't gotta worry about no show tonight. I can do whatever I want to do. And then when it start coming back, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So I just need to. I really want us to be a success, all of us. So I just gotta figure it out, man. And to be honest with you, I don't know if podcasting is the way to go. I mean, it's you see podcasts start and they be successful. But they also have a budget. They also have money behind them that we don't have, and we doing this out of our pocket, and it's difficult, So
I always said, like, you have to find your niche.
Yeah, and I don't think
my niche is relationships and.
Maybe not no more though, because it's gonna be.
It's still gonna be a relationship because you still got to maneuver through it. Like relationship shit just don't stop because you find somebody. You just create more shit that's in the relationship. Like that's it.
But it stops if you don't want to talk about it. You can't have a relationship that's public and talk about what's going on in the relationship. That's not cool.
Y'all don't talk about everything.
Right.
Like
I don't know if you can build a solid relationship.
You just learn, like
if you was dating and you was dating them all, it would be different.
Right, but I don't talk, like, I ain't gonna, like, make him look bad or nothing that. But you just talk about the common shit that people have in relationships. Like, just like I did today. You just talk about the common shit that people have in relationships. And then my other thing, like, my niche is, like, health. Like, mental health, body health,
I agree with the mental health. We do need to talk about that more. We kind of skim over it over the last couple of years, but I think it needs to be more of a prominent discussion for us, especially in today's time. I find myself not being on social media as much because it's just so negative now. It's just, man, it's to see how evil people are has broken my spirit. Like, ooh. But anyway, yeah, we'll be back soon.
We don't know when that soon is.
Don't count us out. We ain't gone. We just relaxing. So anyway.
To be continued.
Talk to y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. DJ Lab out. K-Lady Speaks out. Slick 316 out. Mix Mixla out. All the other podcasts out. We'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. Peace.
Sitting in my room, waiting for the afternoon so I can finally tune in with my friends. Talk about good times, music, laughs, and easy vibes. You can share whatever's on your mind. 'Cause we're just misfits, regardless of your distance. You can always find a place called home.